I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates.
Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just...
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Ready to rock and roll, here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Love going to throw right away. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Love now. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Past the 20 for a short gain, second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the 29, Love. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They're going to 53. They're going to 53. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. Complete. 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make our score 14-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The Loves throw on target to Godwin here.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing. Love. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go now. Roster, 6.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
3-3.
On second down, Cartwright. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Love, they go play action now. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Here we go.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Love. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. This looks like a free play for Prescott. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they will take a 7-point lead. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Godwin, 55 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And that flag accepted. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
46.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Okay, ready? Opposite, 3. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Right. Little check. Right. 7.
Carter straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
Let's go now. 17. Blue striker. Ultra. Go ultra. Hey.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's good for our Cowboys.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Prescott. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down and what'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, it's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On the ready.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work, though, defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
And the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.